Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Bronson's Soapbox. And today I want to talk about Rock Band, the Rock Band franchise, and why I've been kind of disappointed with Rock Band 4, even though it was one of my favorite games last year. It still is. But it has some problems that should have been fixed, quite frankly, at launch. Should have been fixed by the end of 2015, and we're 4 months into 2016, and problems are still being fixed, or some of which are going unfixed. So I've been a Rock Band fan for a long time. I love, when I wasn't behind it before I got to try it, but when I got to try it, I've been hooked ever since. I was, the way that game treats music and treats rock and roll in particular, no game does it like it. It feels like the people who make that game have a genuine love for rock and roll and rock culture, from everything to the band name generator to the set lists they choose to the fact that the crowd will sing along with your character if you are doing well and things of that nature. That said, Rock Band 4 had some big promises and launched kind of weak. None of the exports for 1, 2, or 3 worked when it came out. A good chunk of the DLC didn't work. You couldn't create set lists, things of that nature. And this is a real shame because those details were overlooked, but this is the same company who made probably the best, single rhythm game experience in Rock Band Beatles. This experience that took you through the entire Beatles career and was so unbelievably detailed. But going back to Rock Band 4, Rock Band 4 had a couple of promises. One, the new hardware would be the best hardware they ever made. On the drums, true. Yeah, you can't use some of your old drum kits, but the new drum kit is awesome. It's super quiet, the metal kick pedal strong, no cables involved at all. That thing is ace. Then the new guitar, it was broken at launch, put 2 firmware updates later, it's fine, even though having to firmware update your guitar is kind of bullshit. And the new microphone is, yeah, that thing's perfect, actually. Good job on that. But at launch, didn't have set lists. It's been 6 fucking months, and we can finally create set lists. I'm recording this on April 11th. As of last week, we were finally able to create set lists on Rock Band. Something an iPod from 2001 has been able to do, but not a game that is the fourth in a franchise about music. Previous games have been able to do, and it felt incomplete. Then you have the fact that exports are still missing. So one of the big things about older Rock Band games is you can pay to bring the music from 1 into 2 and 1 into 3 and now 1 into 4. And same thing with 2 into 3 and Lego into 3 and Green Day into 3. So the problem is some of these exports still have not or will not be coming. It's been, like I said, 6 months, and Rock Band 2 on PS4 still doesn't fucking work. That is 80-ish songs. Some of the best songs in Rock Band's library are in that game. Like Any Way You Want It is in Rock Band 2. Aqualung is in Rock Band 2. Battery is in Rock Band 2. I'll pull up a quick list of the songs here, like some of the other ones. But like Ace of Spades, Rock Band 2. Almost Easy, Rock Band 2. American Woman, Rock Band 2. Bad Reputation, Rock Band 2. Carry On My Wayward Son is a song from Rock Band 2. This list goes forever. We're obviously only in the C's. They got stuff with Down with the Sickness, Give It Away by the Red Hot Chili Peppers, Go Your Own Way, Hungry Like the Wolf, Kids in America. This is an amazing set list. And they're obviously not going to put the majority of those on the Rock Band store. So that means if you want those songs, you are just stuck waiting on those exports. Now, PS4 has been lucky. It's managed to get 1 in 3 before anyone else. PS4 in America, at least. In Europe, it's an entire different shitstorm. In America, at least, it's been 6 months. And we did get 3 in 1 within 3 months, and both of them worked, and both of them had the vast majority of the music from those games. But 6 months later, still no word on 2. On the Xbox One, it was the opposite. They got 1 and 3 hella late, but now they've gotten 2 relatively early. But that's only Xbox One in America. In Europe, they're waiting on certain things, and depending on your territory, you're getting certain music or you're not getting certain music. Not to factor in the other DLC problem, like Don't Stop Believin' or System of a Down songs, or all System of a Down songs that matter anyway, or just several songs that you bought on Rock Band 1, 2, or 3 that were DLC that didn't carry over to 4. And I realize that a lot of this is a licensing issue that has to do with the music industry, and Harmonix is trying. But then they shouldn't have said the majority of DLC. They should have said some of the DLC will, we're sorry, but that doesn't make for a good marketing tagline. Same with the exports. Like, all the exports will, but they didn't say that it was going to be a eventually thing, at least not outright. And as a Rock Band fan, this sucks. Like, as a Rock Band fan, like, I want all my music to be centralized on one system. My PS4 is probably my primary console for a while, and I would love to have all my music and all my Rock Band on that one system. But that's not the case, and I don't know how long this is going to take, but it's super irritating as a fan. And I don't think they should have put the game out in this state. Like, it's been fun to mess around with, and some of the new features have been cool, but it's also been this case of just like, well, the hardware took a firmware update or two to get up and running. It still doesn't have all the exports. Let's wait till summer of next year. Because this is a great party game, and people play games during the summer. This could have been a great summer 2016 type of game. That said, do I think Rock Band 4 is bad? No, I just think it's incomplete. And the fact that it's been 6 months and still waiting on that Rock Band 2 export and some of those other songs to get ported over has got me really annoyed, basically. Anyway, I know this is a really narrow-minded soapbox this week, but it was what was on my mind. I was very irritated. So, anyway, I'll be back next week with probably something a little more in-depth. Anyway, follow us on Twitter at TheGamerAccess, twitch.tv/TheGamerAccess. There's a donate button there. Donate. All funds go to things like getting us to E3, getting us new equipment, better microphones, things of that nature. And we'll see you next week.